Welcome back. Now joining us this morning once again is composer Jesse J. Sanchez, and he has some guests today. We've got two collaborators on his upcoming project, lyricist Sammy Horneff and director Dalia Asherina. Good morning, you guys. How are we today?
Good morning. Good morning.
Wonderful, yes. Well, Jesse, let's start with you. So we have Letters to Almeda, or Letters from Almeda. What does that mean, or what is it?
Yeah, it's an original song cycle that interviews first responders, Southern Oregon first responders, local residents, and volunteers who experienced the 2020 Almeda fire. And so we're collecting and gathering testimonials and creating a song cycle based on what we kind of learn, and then creating like a theater piece, which is a song cycle.
And what has that process been like so far for you?
Yeah, it's been great. We started interviewing live yesterday, and so my collaborators are here from New York City, and they we've been grateful to be at the Public Library in Medford, and we've just had people walking in and taking their testimonials and kind of what happened leading up to it, during, and post, and kind of where they are now.
You guys are here from New York. That's amazing. So, Sammy, how did you come to join the project, and what drew you to it?
Yeah, so I've been following Jesse for a really long time, and I just have always been in love with his music and what he's doing and the types of pieces he's working on. And so we have been looking to collaborate with one another for a long time and have kind of thought about a few different projects. And then finally, he came to me maybe earlier this year or late last year and said, hey, I'm working on this thing. I think it's going to be really special, and I have this incredible director, Dalia Asherina, on it. Would you be interested in potentially coming to Southern Oregon and doing this with me? And I said, absolutely. You know, I think the project is so incredibly special because in theater, what we want to do is tell stories and raise up voices, and the fact that there's real people and real stories, and we can really sort of take this community, learn more about them, and allow their stories to be shared, whether it's here in Southern Oregon or hopefully, you know, across the country and the world. That's really, really special.
Yeah, and it's been so impactful for our community here. So to see that kind of get its new legs with this production is so cool to see. So Dalia, we are a long ways away from opening night, but what's your vision looking like so far?
We are a little bit away, yeah.
Yeah, just slightly.
So jumping off what Jesse said, we're looking to create a song cycle, which it's slightly different than maybe what you think of as a traditional musical. Like, you're not following necessarily one person, but in fact many different people. And so really how we describe it is it's a series of songs all connected by a theme. So in this case, we talk about, you know, the folks affected by the fire. We start how they were, you know, maybe how their lives were before, how they were affected while it was happening, and then sort of how they've rebuilt after.
Yeah, the rebuilding is super huge around here because that has been a now 5-year-long process. So Jesse, you're talking about these, you know, live interviews you're conducting here. How are you seeking those people out, and what do those entail?
Yeah, so we have a couple of levels, and the first level was to reach out to people who I know or who are connected by another person. This next level is we're now reaching out more to the community, and we have an email which we'll share and an Instagram which we'll share. But it's been purely right now word of mouth and just kind of starting there because we could get overwhelmed with a lot of information as well. So we're just trying to balance everything out, but we want to hear from as many people as possible and as many perspectives as possible.
Yeah, you two, we are familiar with it around here in the Rogue Valley, but what has it been like for you two being exposed to this?
Yeah, it's been fascinating. We actually took a tour yesterday of all the sites and where the fire was, and just hearing these firsthand accounts of how immensely intense it was, especially in how fast it moved and how fast it came on. You know, everyone I think has some sort of story that just is crazier than the next, and all of us can relate in various ways, though we weren't here, but we're getting these firsthand accounts. You know, I just feel like so incredibly amazed by what happened and also how people have rebuilt. We also saw the rebuilding yesterday, and knowing the devastation, knowing that people came back and you know, now the community is bustling again and so much rebuilding has happened. It's really incredible.
Well, you guys, I am so excited to continue, you know, following up with you guys on this, but we do have to say goodbye to you this morning. Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
Yeah, we just want to say thank you to the Miller Foundation and Bill and Ray Saltstein for helping support the project. And also, if you know anybody or want to reach out to us, you can contact us at lettersfromalmeda@gmail.com, or follow us on Instagram, Letters from Almeda as well.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming in this morning. As we
Thank you.
said, Letters from Almeda is an original song cycle that weaves together the voices of Southern Oregon residents, first responders, and volunteers who lived through and helped during the devastating 2020 Almeda fire. If you're interested in sharing your story, send an email to the address on your screen, lettersfromalmeda@gmail.com. And be sure to follow Letters from Almeda on Instagram for all the latest updates. And to learn more about the project, visit jessiejsanchez.com/letters. You guys, thank you so much again for joining us this morning.
Thank
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thanks.